Our verse for this morning is from Genesis 22, verse 18. And through your offspring, all nations on earth will be blessed, because ye have obeyed me. Genesis chapter 22, verse 18. Our meditation title for this morning: You will know my greatest blessings when you give everything to me. Why do we cringe at having to obey? Unless we remove ourselves from structured society, we're subject to authority such as police officers, governments, and bosses. Actually, even if we became hermits, we'd have to answer to God. Contrary to what some people believe, He still has ultimate say over our lives. Obedience sometimes draws negative feelings from us. But what if we were to view the whole concept from God's viewpoint? Obedience sometimes draws negative feelings from us. Consider the most crucial test of obedience Abraham faced, and ask yourself, how was he able to give up what was most precious to him? God knew what his command would cost Abraham. Notice in verse 2, take your son, your only son, yes, Isaac, whom you love so much. It's as if God stressed how much He was requiring of Abraham. Verse 5 suggests something about Abraham's faith, which explains how he could pay such a price to obey God in giving to God everything most precious to him. Abraham was assured of receiving God's best in return. The boy and I will travel a little farther. We will worship Him there, and we will come right back. At that point, Abraham didn't know how God would resolve things, but he knew God wouldn't command something of him without having better in store. Abraham acted on his trust to God and would honor his obedience. Our everything means a lot to God. He wants it all. He deserves it all. He doesn't take lightly the cost to us. However, He knows His return offer when we obey Him, and He knows the trade-off is much, much better. How would things have turned out if Abraham had behaved indecisively or disobeyed God? We don't know this side of eternity, but consider that each obedience or disobedience affects more than ourselves. Today, God is writing another page in your story. Will it include how He blessed you for giving Him your all? Let us talk to Him. God, letting go of what's precious to me is frightening when I don't consider that I'm giving my everything to you. Help me to trust that seeing your work outweighs the cost of obedience. Our quote for the day from an unknown author: Be God or let God. From an unknown author: Be God or let God. It's a wonderful Thursday morning, and it's another blessing, another word for us today about obedience. We have that obedience in our hearts, even it will cost us our everything, the most precious to us. So let us have a blessed day today and be a blessing, and let God give us His best for us. Thank you for listening, and have a wonderful Thursday morning. God bless us all.